radio. Say stop bringing them hits. 2021, come listen real quick. Come chill, chill and listen. Come chill, chill and listen. Come chill, chill and listen. City, purchase your track. Come chill, chill and listen. Come on, come chill, chill and listen. Let's get it. Come chill and listen. City style. City style bringing
I truly appreciate all the love. I ask you guys to go to www.WSWC Internet Radio again. Hey, what's up? This your girl Sadie Star on WSWC Internet Radio. Don't forget to go and download. Also, subscribe to WSWT Internet Radio. Subscribe, y'all. It's free of charge. Don't forget to share the information with your family, with your friends. Let them know we got some great things going on out here on this station as well. Also, we have Stan TV. If you have Roku, don't forget to hit us up on Roku, y'all. Stan TV. Got a lot of great things going on. I know we had like a little interruption with the music flipping back and forth. I don't know what's up with that, but I will get in contact with my engineer. So be patient with me, y'all. I'm doing this thing by myself, so please be patient with me. Don't forget, y'all, to share the website. Let people know that we do exist over here. If you're looking for podcasts or anything as far as with radio, TV, whatever it may be, if you want to start your own podcast, please share the link as well. Also share the website. Let people know that we over here, we doing a thing, and we're gonna grow. This I pray over my station. I pray over the TV station as well. I pray that that the Spirit of God will shine like never before. Because sometimes in life, you have to speak things in your life. In order to get a blessing, you have to speak blessings over your life. Quick testimony, y'all. Somebody called me the other day, and they called me, and we were just on the phone talking. And they was, telling me about the different things that they want to do in life. And they was like, they had this dream that God came in a dream, and God just started pouring blessings on them. Just blessings just began to just fall on them. And they said it just felt so real to them. They was like, I know without a shadow of a doubt that God is about to bless you. And I was like, wow. I said, yeah. I said, you having a dream like that, normally that's how I go. Normally, if a person is dreaming that God is pouring down blessings on them, 9 times out of 10, you about to be blessed. So they were just saying how, they felt the Spirit of God, and, and they was telling me that, I'm telling y'all, this was last Thursday. They was like, I'm telling you, I'm about to be blessed. They was like, I don't know how I'm about to be blessed. They was like, but I know that God is about to bless me. And I said, yeah, he about to bless you. This was Thursday. I hung up from them, right? Called me right back, like within 30 minutes. Was like, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm like, what? I just hit the lottery. I was like, wow, you serious? And the amount that they told me, I was like, wow. And they was just telling me how they had this dream. And then so we on the phone talking. I'm like, man, that's what's up. Because, I celebrate everybody. If you got a blessing, if God bless you or whatever it may be, I'm going to celebrate with you because I'm not a hater. I'm going to celebrate. The next thing you know, we hang up the phone. He's like, I'm going to call you right back. Next thing you know, I promise y'all, within 5 minutes, he called me right back. He said, you ain't going to believe this. I said, what? He said, I just hit the lottery again. I said, are you serious? So that was back to back. And I'm like, wow, you never know how God gonna bless you. I know a lot of people, religious people, don't believe in playing the lottery or anything like that. But, basically that's like a man-made law. They say, oh, you can't do this in church. You can't do that. You can't wear short dress, or you can't do this. I think a lot of that stuff is man-made. And I don't see, to me, my opinion is I don't see nothing wrong with people playing the lottery. Because my thing is, as soon as they play the lottery, guess what? And especially if you go to a church, that pastor gonna want that 10% at the lottery money. I've seen that before. I've seen a lady from church. She hit the lottery. And, the church is real big on don't play the lottery. She hit the lottery. All of a sudden, The pastor wanted that 10%. And then on top of that, he took out a court for it. So you just never know how God is going to bless you, because he said that the wealth is made up for the righteous. So basically, if an evil person, whoever it may be have millions and millions of dollars, but the money that God has prepared for you is set up for you. So don't doubt God. Trust in God, believe in God. That's what this whole thing is about, trusting and believing in God, because you just never know how God is going to bless you. You never know. So never ever doubt God, because God is amazing. He's doing some wonderful things. Another thing that I want to speak on this morning is I know last week it was a lady, she had her nephew, and they was at Navy Pier, and she threw her nephew in the lake. The baby was 3 years old. I feel so heartbroken, because that's a child life that she took away. I don't know. They said she was mental ill, but I don't really know the cause of it. But we have to really keep our kids up in prayer. It's too much going on for us to not pray, and for us to not cover our kids every day, because now it's in the family. This thing has been going on for many, many years. Now when we have the internet and more research, we know about what's going on. So I just tell everybody to pray for y'all babies, keep y'all kids covered, because the devil is busy. He will use anybody. He's out there trying to use whoever that's going to allow him to use them. So keep y'all kids covered. It was a sad situation. I pray for the mom and for the family, whoever else that was involved, just the family period, because they're going to need a lot of prayer, a lot of strength, because that's a sad situation. And you just never know these days how life will change you, and the turns that we have to make daily. So just keep your kids covered, keep yourself covered. I know things is hard out there. I know so many people is going through so many different things, but you got to put God first, and you have to pray, because mental illness is real. And I've been talking about this for a long time, about mental illness. Mental illness is so real. You just never know what a person's mental state is. That's why it's not good to pick on people or bother people, because you never know. People carry things in them from their childhood. I've talked to so many different people that was going through different things, and even when they was a child, that's what a lot of hurt start from when you were a kid. And a lot of people took their hurt and it went with them into adulthood. And so now that they're grown and they're adults, they can't handle certain things. And all these bad memories just keep coming up on how people did me or how people talked about me. And people take that and they can't handle certain things. They can't handle the fact that they've been hurt before. They can't handle the fact that they went through certain things in their childhood life. That's why it's not good to mess with people that deal with different things like that. And one thing about it is that Val's been in the Black community. That's one thing we don't talk about is mental health. We never talk about the fact that mental health is really strong in our community, and there's so many people that's dealing with so many different things that we never talk about mental health. I can recall on multiple occasions where I know people personally that was dealing with mental illness, and it grew up with them in their childhood life, and all they talk about, and they can rewind in life on how they went through certain things, and this person messed with them, or this person did something that was crazy with them. That stuff travels. It stays in their spirit. And my thing is, I know growing up in the Black community, one thing we never really did was when we got we never really got therapy, as kids and as adults. Like our parents, I know my mother wasn't big on going to therapy. We was just basically fine with how we was. Like, hey, if it happened to us, it just happened. We never really had that chance or the opportunity to talk about certain things that we was going through in life, because that's something that the Black community never really did. We never really talked about mental issues. We never really talked about, this person hurt me. We all just sat there and we dealt with, whatever we was going through. We just dealt with it. And nowadays, I noticed that a lot of parents and a lot of kids, they want to talk about everything now. They don't want to leave nothing in. And the generation I come from, I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to just talking things out. I was used to keeping everything bottled in. I don't want to talk about nothing. Listen, just leave me alone. I deal with it. I don't want to go to counseling because that's the generation I come from. I didn't come from a generation where we talked about everything. We just swept everything under the rug and we dealt with it. Nowadays, everybody want to talk about it. So there's nothing wrong with talking. There's nothing wrong with venting. It's good to get that stuff out while you got the chance, because the way life is set up, it's set up on disappointments, and it's also set up on good values and good worth and all the good things. And I love it. But the time that we're living in, it's good to talk things out. And I'm getting used to stuff like that because I never really did that. I never had the opportunity to just sit there and talk about my problems or just be honest about certain things because I was so used to keeping everything bottled up in me. But now that I'm older, God has really did some wonderful things in my life. He made me comfortable where I can sit there and I can talk about certain things that I would never used to talking about. Now God has given me the opportunity to share my story and to share the different things in life that I went through. And one thing that we must talk about as a people, as a community, is mental health. Let's get this thing together, y'all, because it's getting strong in our community. And I see so many people don't know how to face it. So many people don't know how to deal with it. A lot of people dealing with not only just mental health, but suicidal. There's a lot of people in our community that's dying, that's killing themselves, because of the different things the different challenges that they went through as a kid. And we must, I pray y'all, we must just show ourselves to the place where we're able to talk to our loved ones, talk to our kids, and talk to our friends and family, even when they don't feel good, even when they don't feel right. It's good to just sit there and talk to people and get the help that we need. I know I most definitely needed on multiple occasions as far as just venting and talking to people. And there's one thing I don't mind doing because I was always bashful coming up as a kid. I was always bashful even as a teenager. I never was open to nobody. And now that I'm older, I'm open and it feels okay and it feels great. And I'm fine with that. I never was comfortable, never was just comfortable being in that place in my life, but now I can truly say I am. I see in a lot of occasions, as far as with people's lives, period, I see a lot of women, they going through mental health. I look at the woman, how we raised the kid, and we deal with different and multiple attitudes. We deal with different and multiple personalities. And hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing on Facebook? How you doing? We deal with so many different and multiple things just as a woman. We raising a kid. We're dealing with multiple different attitudes. We're dealing with ourselves. Hey, what's up, baby? We're dealing with ourselves. And also, we're dealing with raising them. We're dealing with taking them to school, buying school clothes, buying school supplies, all different types of stuff that we're dealing with. And we don't really get the help that we really need. I'm not saying everybody, because you got a lot of men that deal with a lot of things nowadays that they are. But back then, everything was left out with the woman. But I'm just at the place where while we're dealing with that, we have to really, 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 really take time out for ourselves. Even if it's going to the store, going shopping, not just going crazy shopping, but going shopping and just being comfortable and being able to release things out of your life and just clear your mind. Everybody needs that. And that's one thing we really don't do. We don't really clear our minds. We keep things in us. That's why we fuss with the kids. That's why the kids getting on our nerves, because we keeping all this stuff bottled up in us. And we like, man, I need that mental, separation right now, because I got to clear my own mind, because it's some things that I don't know how to deal with right now. But us as parents, we have to really get to that place, because mental health is real. Mental illness is real. And like I said before, there's so many people going through so many different things in their lives, and we're at the place where we have to really start being around people even when they want to vent and tell us certain things. Just sometimes it's good just to be quiet. People call me all the time. with their problems, and I just don't say nothing. I just listen, because I'm at that place where I can actually listen and not talk over them. I can listen to them talk. I can listen to them vent, and I know that everything is going to be all right with them, because I'm sitting right there. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you while you're trying to get through this moment. So let's just keep one another up in prayer. Let's pray for one another. Let's be there for one another, because mental health is real, and that's something that we shouldn't play with, especially in the Black community. I just see so many people walking around, in a lost state. It's like we all walking to the same tune. And I'm like, wow, it's just so deep to me. We all is walking to the same tune, almost as if we was like, what word I'm looking for? I wouldn't say, I don't know, it's like we just walking to the same tune, walking to the same beat. We all doing the same thing. We're walking and we're looking down in our phones. We are always in our phones. It's like our minds is just so captivated to the place where we don't even recognize ourselves no more. We don't even recognize people no more, because the whole system is, they got us captivated in this box. Well, we don't recognize people no more. The love that we have for people is leaving. We don't even love like we should. We don't love like we used to love, because we're captivated in some other world where we don't even realize and recognize what's in front of us right now. And that's to love people and to be around people. We don't want to do that no more. I look at so many different videos where people is doing a lot of resource about the nature of this world, and how a lot of things that I've been looking at and I have been researching, it's so mind-boggling. I'm like, wow, like, it's just crazy. Like, the things that used to go on in this world, you thought it was like make-believe. Because I know I did. I thought a lot of things that we saw on TV was make-believe. But come to find out, a lot of this stuff is so real. Just like the Matrix. I would never ever thought that the Matrix was a reality. I would never in a million years thought that the Matrix was a reality. And come to find out, the Matrix is real. We live in a 3D world, and I'm starting to see everything like clear as day. Like, oh my God, it's kind of scary. It'll put you into a place like, wow, like that's really going on, And I was doing a couple of resources on how they were saying with the ice walls, how the world is set up around ice walls. And I was wondering, like, why do they always try to keep us away from and not let people travel to Antarctica? Now, Antarctica is like off the menu. Like, there's no way they're letting a plane fly over there. They're letting anything fly over there. Everything when it comes to Antarctica is shut down. You can't even go left or right. Stay away from them. But my thing is, like, why do they have it so isolated? Why is it so isolated to the place where we can't even go over there and interact or visit or anything? So with me, I went on Google Maps. And I zoomed in, and I see all these different mountains. I even saw like stores and stuff. I was like, wow, like they got all this stuff over there in Antarctica. I thought it was a place where you could not live. It was too cold to live, but it's most definitely something going on. So I just ask all of y'all to do y'all research on everything that y'all do, because it's something most definitely is going on with this world. I don't know exactly what it is. Everything is about hearsay, so I'm not really sure about everything that's been put out there on the internet. But I would tell y'all this, to please do y'all research and find out what's going on, because everything that we're dealing with and everything we thought was cartoonish and all that different types of stuff is coming to reality. So do y'all research on everything that y'all do and say, because a lot of things that we thought wasn't real is starting to, be real. And I'm just tripping out on it. I can't believe it. I remember one incident where I was looking at this lady video on Facebook, and she stopped. And as she was driving her car, she stopped and she looked over and she saw a mermaid swimming. And I'm like, wow. And she was recording it, and it was an actual mermaid. We always thought, the mermaid was not real. And as we got older, we started hearing more and more about mermaids. And that whole myth with the mermaids came from the islands, as far as like Jamaica and different things like that. And a lot of people begin to recognize that there were mermaids over there. Far as, and to me, it's still a myth. I don't know if it's real or not, but I believe in my spirit that mermaids do exist. So, but yeah, let's just, I don't know. So tell me y'all thoughts on that. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all really believe mermaids is real? Because I don't know. That's something that I truly believe. And we just have to be mindful of a lot of things that's going on around us, because it's most definitely real. It's most definitely real. That's why I said, a lot of people that's walking around, we think they're mental. A lot of people is not mental. Like for instance, what's the guy named Orlando? A lot of people say he's mental, but I believe a lot of stuff that he's saying is true. In fact, I most definitely believe that. I believe a lot of things that he's saying is most definitely facts. So I don't know, y'all. Let's just be visual on everything that we do, and let's be watchful, because it's most definitely things coming from under the earth. I was looking at how, they, even underneath us, the water, things are starting to come up. You got, what you call it, like sea monsters, and everything is starting to come up. Life, nothing shocks me no more. Everything just seems so real, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we have to most definitely pay attention and just be careful and just be visual on everything we do. I'm telling y'all, just be careful. And I always say that. I remember back in 2018, I was telling people that, and I was telling them that 2020 is going to come. It's going to shock a lot of us, and we think that 2020 was something with the whole pandemic thing. You ain't seeing nothing yet. Watch and see. Let's check out next year. Let's see how 2023 is going to be. Matter of fact, I'm telling y'all, 2024 is going to be even worse than 2023. And I'm not just saying this because you can look at the way things is going in everybody's life. You can look at the way things are set up. Things is changing. And when it changed, it would never be the same no more. That's why you have to be closer with your family. You have to learn how to pray again. We have to get back to that place of praying again. We have to get back to that place of being protected. I'm telling y'all, because we're going into a whole different dimension. And it's a reason why CERN, built this whole machine to what they say is to try to blast through the black hole. It's a reason why all this stuff is coming out, because they know there's other entities on the other side, but they don't want us to think that. But for those that's woke and for those that's doing their research, we know without a shadow of a doubt that there's other beings on the other side. I believe they've been over it before. I believe I seen one. I'm telling y'all, this was back in like 2000, maybe 2011, 2012. I was sitting outside of my house and I looked up in the sky, and all of a sudden a spaceship just appeared out of nowhere. I'm looking like, what the heck is that? And when it appeared out of nowhere, it sat there for a while. And next thing you know, it just shot off. When it shot off, it's like all these different colors I've never seen before shot off right behind it. And I was just like, wow. So that's what I'm telling y'all. We have to get to the place and just knowing that there's other beings out there. There's other things out there that we not used to. And if we saw them, we might freak out. But it's at the place now, like, nothing shocks me no more. Things of this world, nothing shocks me no more. And I'm just telling y'all, it's time to wake up. For those that sleep, it's time for y'all to wake up. Let that alarm clock go off. Stop hitting that snooze button. It's time for y'all to wake up and know what's going on out here. It's just too much. It's too much. And for those, like, far as with religion concerned, I'm not a big person of religion no more, especially when I found out what religion was really based off on. It's based off on controlling everything. I just believe I believe in God. I believe in worshiping God. I believe in, going to church and learning different things. But I want to learn the truth from somebody that God has sent for real. I'm tired of all this fabricated stuff, all this fake stuff. People getting up there preaching, and they're not really being truthful about what they're preaching about. Their heart is not into it. They just want to do it because they just want to do it. And a lot of people walking around, they feel like it's the anointing on them, but a lot of people got false anointings on them. And we have to get to that place where we have to say enough is enough. And I'm just like, God, bring out your real people. I see why back in the day they said that God was going to bring up a Joshua generation, because they're going to be bolder. They're going to be the ones that's going to keep it real and be honest about what's going on around us. So I just don't want to be around nothing fake no more. I want to be around real things and things that's going to be truthful. Things that's going to touch my heart for real. I don't want a pastor to pray for me knowing that he just got done messing around. I want to be around things and people that's going to be genuine and truthful. And that's what I'm on. So it's time for us to put on our boots, on our war boots, and be real and honest. And let God take control of your life in every situation. Like I said, all this fabricated stuff, all this stuff that we're used to doing, we have to stop doing those things and go to something that's new and fresh. Something that's going to captivate us. And stop believing and listening to lies. We've been listening to lies for so many years that we don't even recognize the truth no more. When people start speaking the truth, they so quick to run and hide because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They'd rather listen to a lie than the truth any day. You got people that say they love you. You have people that sleep in the same bed as you, will turn around and not even like you. So it's basically like you sleeping with the enemy, because this person don't even find you as value. Don't even look at you like they supposed to. So it's like we're wasting our time on so many things that's fabricated. That's not even real. And God is ready to wake us up. The alarm clock been going off, but it's up to you to take that alarm clock and stop hitting the snooze button and just wake up. It's time for a change, and the only way things is going to change is that you got to change it. Because if you don't change it, everything is going to be the same. You're going to miss the mark. You're going to miss what God is trying to show you. If you keep on sitting around and thinking that everything is going to be peaches and cream all of your life when it's not. God is trying to show us something new. He's trying to show us something different. But the only way it's going to work is that you have to change it first. God not looking for your friend to change it for you. He's not looking for your husband to change it for you. He's looking for you to change it for yourself. And the only way it's going to change is that you make a change. And your change got to be right now. It have to be right now. So I'm ready for change. I'm tired of all this fake stuff. I'm tired of living day by day as like it's normal to see people treating you wrong. It's normal to see people hurting you. It's normal to see people disrespecting you. It's not normal. It's something really is going on. It's not normal for people to treat you wrong. God wants us to wake up. I'm telling y'all, wake up and stop hitting that snooze button. It's time for you to wake up and put your war boots on, because God is trying to show us something different. If you don't wake up now, when will you ever wake up? How long are you going to be stuck there, sitting there trapped and still thinking that, oh, tomorrow's going to be better? No, wake up now. He wants us to wake up from bad relationships. He wants us to wake up from people doing us wrong. Because when people do you wrong, you don't have a clear mind. You can't really think the way you want to think. You don't really see things the way you see things, because we're so used to being trapped. We're so used to being broken and beaten down spiritually and mentally. And God said it's time for us to wake up and make a change. Hey Coco, how you doing, girl? How you doing, Latasha? God said it's time for us to wake up. And like I said before, if you don't wake up, and if you sit there in the dump, and if you don't wake up, change is never going to happen. Stop hitting that snooze button. Your alarm clock has been going off for too many years. It's been going off for too long for us just to keep on sitting there and accepting different things in our life. We wonder why, we're walking around being hurt and mad all the time and walking around with attitudes all the time, because we got too much in us. But the reason why we got so much in us is because we don't want to see that change. We're used to being hurt. We are used to being beat down mentally. A lot of us could be in our 30s and 40s, and we look like we're in our 50s. Where do you do that at? It's time for change. We are too young to be stressed out. We're too young to be broken. We're too young to be stuck in relationships that don't mean us no good. But we're so used to it that we don't want to walk away from it. I remember when I was in high school, I used to hear so many females say, oh, that would never happen to me. Oh, I would never get beat up by a guy. I'm telling you, it's real out here. I see so many people being hurt, so many people being broken, they being abused in so many ways, and we're sitting in a situation because when we was young, we said it would never be us. That's why it's good to say never. But we're stuck in a situation we're afraid to get out of because we're used to this. But God want to show us something totally different. And change starts within ourselves. Stop hitting that snooze button, y'all, and it's time to wake up. Stop hitting it. Wake up. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. Stop hitting that snooze button. It's time for us to wake up and start loving me again. Start loving you again. Stop accepting abusive relationships. Stop accepting people talking to you crazy and making you feel like you're not worth nothing. You're worth more than what they're telling you. It's time for us to stop waking up. It's time for us to wake up and stop believing that we can't be all that we can be. I come to my office every single day. I may not have the help that I need, and I may not have the help that I really, really want, but I'm showing progress by coming here and saying it's going to be the best it's going to be. It's going to turn out to be something great. It's going to turn out to be something good, even if I don't get the help, because the Bible says that you do not get through your own people, your own community, your own country don't even recognize you, but you can go somewhere else. To Atlanta, Georgia, you can go to California, and people over there, they'll accept you. They'll recognize you more than your people will in Chicago. That's what I'm saying. It's time for us to wake up, y'all. Don't hit that snooze button. Don't hit it no more. Wake up and wake up for real. And wake up for change, because the only way you're going to have change and the only way you're going to wake up is when you dive deep into yourself. Because if you don't dive deep into yourself, you're going to be stuck right there forever. You're going to look up, you're going to be 40 and 50 years old, 60 years old, like, dang, I'm still right here? Who want to stay stuck walking around the same mountain all year round? 40 years, still walking around the same mountain, still stuck. Don't know which way to go, because when we was younger, we kept hitting that snooze button. If you want to be something great, if you want to be something amazing, get up right now and make it happen. Go out there and hustle for it. I don't care if it's trying to do t-shirts. If that's what you want to do, if you want to make t-shirts and design t-shirts, do it. Don't let nobody stop your dream and say, oh, don't do no t-shirts because you know they don't make money like that. T-shirts do make money. If you want to start your own clothing line, whatever it is that you want to do, radio, whatever, go out there and make it happen and watch God work. But the thing is, you got to believe. Because if you don't believe that you can make things work for yourself and you can make things happen, it will never happen. You got to believe it. The Bible says, if you got faith little as a mustard seed, you can turn that whole mustard seed into something amazing, into something great. So the only way anything is going to work out for you, you have to turn it around and believe within yourself. Believe within yourself that whatever you put your hands on is blessed. Whatever you touch is blessed. Stop letting people tell you what ain't blessed in your life. It's time for you to take control over your life and start saying, I can do this. Regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of what people are saying about me, I got this. And make it happen. It's time for change. Like I said, the only way change is going to happen if you do it. Make that change work for you. And stop hitting that snooze button. Stop hitting it. If the alarm clock go off, wake up. Wake up. It's going off for a reason. It's not going off just because, it's trying to tell you to tie your shoe up. No, it's going off to tell you to wake up. It's waking your spirit up. It's waking your spirit man up. It's time for us to wake up and be humble and love again. And start saying, God, here I am. I remember in Samuel. And I always talk about religion. I always talk about the Bible, because so many things in the Bible, it comes together into our natural life. And I was reading the book of Samuel. And in the book of Samuel, it said, the priest kept on going to Samuel. Samuel went to the priest and said, are you calling me? And the priest said, no, I'm not calling you. He went back to the priest. Yeah, you calling me. I keep on hearing my name called. The priest was like, no, I never called you. He said, no, you called me, because there's no one in here but me and you. Kept on calling his name. The priest said, you know what? That's God calling you. And if God tells you something, let me know. Let me know. Don't keep nothing from me. Let me know. That's an alarm clock within you. If God is calling your name, it's time for you to take on a calling and listen to what he got to say, because I'm telling y'all, we've been walking around sleep too many years. It's time for change. Hey, Ken, how you doing? That's my cousin. Thank you, baby. Love you. Yes, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And the only way we're going to wake up, if we stop hitting that snooze button. Let's be prepared. Let's put our boots on. Let's put our war boots on. I'm telling y'all, have that mindset, because if you don't, you're going to look up, you're going to be 60 years old, you're going to be 70 years old, and never walk into your calling. I don't care if you're at 60. If your alarm clock going up, wake up. I don't care if you're 70, 80, 90, 100. You still got breath in you, and if God is waking you up, wake up. Don't hit that snooze button. It's time to get up. It's time to do what we have to do. It's time to walk in this battlefield, because we are in a straight up battlefield, y'all. We are in a straight up spiritual and natural battlefield. We are dealing with people that we are never, I'm telling y'all, see, the way my mindset is, I kind of go deep with it, because I believe that there are different species out here. I don't think it's just us. I do believe that there are different kinds of people out here. And the way I look at it, I just see like so many spiritual things that some people may not see. Because you know, when you're special, when you call from God, when you begin to see spiritual beings. And a lot of times I see spiritual beings and I be like, wow. And I be asking people, did you see that? They be like, no, I didn't see that. You know, but I just saw it. You know, I remember one day I was walking down the street. I'm sorry, not walking, I was driving. I stopped at a stoplight and I looked over to my left and I saw a guy. He wasn't even real. And honest to God, oh my God. Honest to God, the man was not real. But he was a demon walking up and down the street in a black neighborhood. And the demon had, like, his face was sunk in like he was on crack cocaine. It was sunk in. He had his skin color was like really, really pale. He had on these dirty, raggedy clothes. He was just walking up and down the street, walking up and down, like pacing the ground, walking up and down. And a person that was in the car, I'm like, do you see this? Like, is that real? And she was like, see, what do you see? I'm like, you don't see that man right there. She was like, no, I don't see what you see. And I'm like, wow, that was something to me. I have never seen nothing like that before. But it was in our community. It was in our community, and I know from what I seen that it was a demon that was on drugs. He looked like he was on drugs. His face was real pale, raggedy clothes, and that's why I believe that our community is the way it is to this day, because we don't pray like we should. We don't cover each other like we should, because we're used to hating on each other. You know, I was looking at one guy. His name Martin Johnson, and he go around Chicago, he film, and there's another guy also go around Chicago, film like violence and stuff, and you know, keep people in tune on what's going on, like if it's an accident or somebody just got shot or whatever it may be. They keep everybody in tune. I'm looking at both of these brothers, both of them, how they beefing on the internet, straight beefing, saying, oh, you got these many followers, I got these many followers, you're doing this, I'm doing that. It's like, why we have to hate on each other? See, we so focused on beefing with each other all the time, so we can't even focus on, let's just do this together and make a change. That's what my platform is about. It's about making change. It's about seeing our community grow. Because if, for those that didn't catch what I was saying earlier, when I said I saw a demon in our community, that's what we see now. We're seeing demons in our community that's bringing our community down. But when you pray, it's something about prayer. When you pray and you pray these things away, and you wonder why when you go across the tracks, one community would look better than the other community. Because there must be something over there that they're not allowing over the tracks. They're not allowing certain things in their neighborhood for a reason. They're not allowing all these liquor stores to be put up for a reason. But they're in our community, and we allowed it. We have to stop allowing different things to come into our community. The only way we're going to be successful, the only way we're going to grow as a people, we have to stop allowing different things in our community in order for us to grow. We have different beauty supply stores. There's nothing wrong with beauty supply stores, because the sister, you know, need to go there and get some stuff. But why we can't build up our own beauty supply stores? Why are we allowing people to come into our neighborhoods, destroying our neighborhoods? They come over here, they bringing in liquor stores, they bringing in all these different beauty supply stores, and don't even respect us, and we accept everything. We just accept it. We beefing with each other, but we won't beef with the guy that's bringing the liquor to the liquor, you know, in our neighborhoods and bringing our kids down. Now you got our kids hanging out in front of the liquor stores. You know, we have to stop that. And the only way things is going to change if we change. Is a reason why you go into other communities, like I said, go across the tracks, but you don't see other things. You don't see different liquor stores. They got sophisticated liquor stores. They have liquor stores that's clean. Ain't nobody hanging in front of their liquor stores. But they can come over in our community and make it look just disgusting. They don't even want to give our men jobs. You got men out there that be asking for money instead of, you know, letting them beg in front of your place, or, you know, they'll call the police on them. But you in our community, you calling the police on people from their own community instead of just saying, you know what, man, I'm gonna give you a job. You can clean up around here, keep things together. That's how communities grow. But when we allow people to come into our space and in our community and help tear us down, that's where the problem is at. And like I said before, the only way it's going to change if we make change within ourselves. It's never going to grow because we're so used to different things. We're so used to liquor stores. We ain't have to get used to that no more. Shake that stuff off. Like I say, y'all, our alarm clocks is going off. And stop hitting that snooze button. Let's wake up. Let's start being an advocate for our communities. Let's start back being advocates. I remember when I was coming up as a kid, certain things in our community they didn't allow. We had block clubs. Hey, what's up, Jenny? We had block clubs. You know, certain things you couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? My mama had like 5 sons. So certain things, guys couldn't come on our community and act crazy and want to come over there and fight. We had big men on our community in our neighborhoods that said, "No, don't bring this over here. Don't bring it over here. You better go on over there somewhere. Don't bring it over here." But we don't do that no more. We don't protect each other no more. We got people getting on the trains in Chicago is afraid to get on the trains now because they're getting robbed. They getting jumped on, they getting stabbed. All this crazy violence is going on, and we allow it. The only thing we're going to do is sit back and say, that's a shame. That's why I want to live over there. That's why I don't get on the train no more. That's why I don't do this. But the only way it's going to stop, y'all, we got to stop allowing them to bring liquor stores in our neighborhood. We have to allow, we can't allow them no more to bring liquor stores in our communities. We can't allow no more of them bringing all these different beauty supply stores in our neighborhood. Let's do our own beauty supply stores. Let's get a money pot like they get money pots and start putting money up in the pot. But see, and we'll go back to it again and say, but you know what? Black people, we can't even trust each other. How can we do this when we study beefing with each other? We'd rather get on the internet and twerk than to build up our community. We feel like that's lame. That's lame to build up your community. That's lame to want to see the best for your community. But then we want to run over to other neighborhoods and want to live over there and watch us crumble. Wow, we got a lot growing up to do, y'all. And it's only going to start within us. Stop hitting that snooze button and wake up. When your alarm clock go off, let it wake your spirit up and answer to it. Let's stop sitting there and allowing different things in our community. Let's stop allowing demons in our community that's tainting our kids, that's tainting our neighborhoods. I go up into the city of Harvey. No shade on Harvey. No shade. But going up in the city of Harvey, it's so many abandoned buildings, so many abandoned homes. We have a black mayor over there. Why you didn't open the door for people to start abandoning homes up for $1? They got it in other communities. Why stuff like that can't be in our community? I'm telling y'all, it's time for us to wake up. Like they say, all black folks ain't kin folks. And that's sad to say, but it's not. You know, we don't want to see each other grow. We want to see each other broke down and don't want to see each other make it. I want to see everybody make it. That's just me. I'm not cut like that to see people down and out or to see people struggling. I want to kick you while you're down. I want to see you grow as a person. I want to see you make it as a person. And only way we're going to do that, I'm telling y'all, tap in and stop hitting that snooze button and wake up. Because God is calling all of us, not just y'all, but me as well. I'm preaching it to y'all, but hey, it comes to me first. And it's time for me to wake up as well. We accept so many different things. Like I said before, we accept mental abuse. We accept abuse. We accept all this different junk. All this junk we accept it. And we walk around with a fake smile on our face every day. We have to paste the smile up on our face just so people won't see our sadness. And that's something that's deep, y'all. Don't forget to share this post as well. This live, share it. It's time for us to wake up. Let's stop putting that little fake smile on. And if you hurt, cry that stuff out, because if you keep it bottled in, it's just gonna make you explode one day on the wrong person. And that's something that we don't want to do. We don't want to explode. We want to sit there and we want to be free of mind and free of spirit, be able to smile for real. But the only way it's going to work if we make change within ourselves. Because if not, we're going to be stuck walking around these same mountains and going to look up. We're going to be 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80. Like, dang, how did I get here? I ain't make no change in my life. Oh my God. And you're going to be feeling down and depressed. So the best thing for you to do now, while you got the strength, the opportunity, let's make change now. And let's make within ourselves. Let's start loving ourselves again. Let's start loving you again. Start loving you again. Stop accepting so many different things. Stop accepting going to work and letting your boss talk to you any kind of way. Start your own business. If you got a rude boss that keep on telling you what, and you trying your best to build your money up, but while you there, don't sit there for too long. God is waking you up. Your alarm clock is going off. God do not want you to sit around people that's pulling you down, that's beating you mentally. If your boss not treating you right, okay, stay there for a minute, build your bag up, and once you build your bag up, leave. Leave and start your own business. Matter of fact, while you there, you could be starting your own business. I don't care if it's a t-shirt business, whatever it may be, go on and start it up and make change within yourself. Put back into the community. You know, we still owe ourselves this. For those that come from the hood like me, I come from the hood. I come from the ghetto. You know, I want to go back into my community and build some things because I owe that to my community. The kids that's coming up now, I owe it to them. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have all this chaos. It was based off love, respect. You know, we had a chance to grow. That's why I'm 42 years old now and I made it to this place in my life and the reason why was because we had strong men and we had strong women in our community that didn't allow certain things to go on. So that's why I'm here today, because they didn't allow certain things to go on. We didn't have a lot of liquor stores in our neighborhood. Matter of fact, I don't even think we had one liquor store in our neighborhood. If we did, you had to walk some ways to go to the liquor store. But we didn't have all that. You know, it was all, like I said, it was all about peace and love. We may fight, we may argue, but we didn't want to hurt each other. And the community that we're in now, our kids now, you got 13, you got 10-year-olds, you got 12-year-olds, even 7-year-olds walking around hurting each other. And people think it's cute because they got a gun on them. They think it's cute. It's not cute that your child is doing all that. It's not cute that they're going to grow up with no morals. It's not cute. But when they turn around and start doing that to you, then you're going to want to make change. But don't make it too late. That's why I said right now your alarm clock is going off. And it's time for you to wake up. So with that being said, y'all, it's 11:38. I thank y'all for tuning in. I ask you guys to go to my website at www.wswt Internet Radio. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to this the website. It's free of charge. And let's get it popping, y'all. I'm building every day, talking about building up our community. Every day I'm talking about building up our community. If I can get one person, all the other stuff don't even really matter to me. But as long as it gets to somebody where we can start building and start helping each other and start having a money pot and start putting money into it, start putting our own beauty supply stores now so we can be respected. We're not even respected. You go up in the beauty supply store, they talk to you crazy, they rude. You can be like, oh, can I see this? What? You know, I mean, it don't make no sense. Make it make sense to me. I'm tired of it. I don't know if y'all are. I remember one day, and I'm going to be real quick, I was at the beauty supply store in my neighborhood. I had my son, my baby boy with me, and he picked up this little dollar toy. I was going to pay for it. I wasn't even done shopping. You know, he had the toy, and it's a little bitty, little ugly old plastic little toy. It was real small. And the lady following me around, so I stopped and I looked. I said, girl, I know you was not following me. And she's like, are you going to pay for it? Now, she see other items in my hand. But see, since my baby had the toy in his hand, she wanted me to know, I'm watching you. You're not going to leave out with this little dollar toy. And I looked back and I said, girl, let me tell you something. I said, y'all got the audacity to come into our neighborhoods and treat us like this. I said, I said, I don't even want my son playing with this because it don't look safe. I said, matter of fact, I'm not even going to buy it for him. I said, but what give you the audacity to walk around and follow me over a dollar toy? I said, all the stuff I got in my hand, all the expensive products I got in my hand, you follow me around for a dollar toy. I said, girl, you can have this dollar toy. And the only reason why I bought the products is because I really needed it. And I didn't feel like going to another store. But I really hate, when I left house, I shouldn't even bought it. I should have just not bought it. And I told her, I said, y'all got the audacity to walk into our neighborhoods and treat us any kind of way. And you're not going to open up a Sally and walk around behind other races and follow them and tell them, oh, I know you're going to buy the toy for your baby. You're not going to do that, so you're going to respect me too. And I told her, I said, you know what? Y'all not going to be open long because of the way y'all treat people. And God behold, they're closed down now. And somebody of color bought that same beauty supply store. But that's what I'm saying. If you're treating people wrong, a lot of people not going to want to buy for you no more. It's like when barely nobody going up in there as it was, And I told her, treat me right. I said, because I call on some activists, we'll protest and close you down. So don't walk behind me about no dollar toy. It's not that serious. So once we start standing up to different things and stop allowing people to come into our communities and treat us any kind of way, it would be better. But they feel free. They don't care. They feel free. They'll talk to you any kind of way, talk to your daughter any kind of way, and dare you to say something, because what they're going to do is call the police, and there you go. They're going to say, oh, she threatened me, or she said this, and there you go. It's going up. It's about to go down, baby. So, oh my God. Let's wake up, y'all. Let's wake up. Let's stop letting our alarm clocks go off. Let's start hitting that snooze button, as I would say. Let's stop hitting the snooze button. And if your alarm clock is spiritually going off, because only the gifted ones, only the chosen ones is going to hear their alarm clock going off. Everybody ain't going to hear it because everybody ain't made for it. So some people may be confused about what I'm saying about the alarm clock. Everybody not made for that. But for those that get it, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. And the only way you're going to wake up if you stop hitting that snooze button. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to go. It's 11:43. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Don't forget to go to the website at www.wswt Internet Radio. And I have all type of cool music and the 80s and 90s music, 2000s, all that good stuff that's on my station. So y'all can listen to it for free. Just click on the link where it says live at 10:30, click on that, and you can hear the music being played 24/7. So I'm here to build up the community. I'm here to spread love and joy and peace and break down some knowledge. So let's wake up, y'all, and let's start within our own self. Let's stop hitting that snooze button. This your girl, Sadie Star, on WSWC Internet Radio, and I'm about to here, y'all. Peace out. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to share the website as well. And don't forget about Stan TV. This your girl, Sadie Star. Peace out. Peace.